The Legacy Series, brought to you by FBN Trustees.
Hello people, welcome to the Legacy Series brought to you by FBN Trustees. My name is Sunny Alkalie. I'm your host. It's a special episode of the Legacy Series. I have with me in the building today an accomplished banker. She is a financial advisor, a renowned speaker, CEO of FBN Games. She is, of course, one of those that you must listen to. Her name is Nimi Akinkugbe. Nimi, you're welcome to FBN Trustees Legacy Series.
Hello, Sunny. Thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. I hope it wasn't too hectic getting here.
Well, apart from not having to swim here today, that was quite nice.
All right. Now, could you just give us just a background of what you're about to tell us today about estate planning?
Yes, just that it's such an important topic, but people seem to think that wills kill.
Kill?
So they don't want to write a will because it's like you're preempting doom and gloom. Oh. And you find that people tend to leave mystery and uncertainty and drama when they're gone, whereas just a bit of planning long in advance would help to save their families from so much turmoil and stress.
Well, you heard that. But before we delve into the discourse proper, I'd like to acknowledge your feedback. We have received a lot of comments and questions, especially on Islam and estate planning. Now, for all of you out there who have questions bothering on estate planning and Islam, we have dedicated a special episode to answer most of your questions. So if you have questions that you'd like us to address on the show, do send them across via our feedback channels. You can send them to our Twitter page at FBN Quest, on Facebook or LinkedIn at FBN Quest, email fbnt@fbnquest.com/legacy series. The email address again is fbnt@fbnquest.com/legacy series. You can call or text or send us a WhatsApp message to 0805-400-0299. We'll be looking forward to hearing from you. Let's go on a quick commercial break, and when we return, we'll hear from Nimi Akinkugbe. Please don't touch the dial.
According to the renowned writer Stephen Covey, there are certain things fundamental to human fulfillment: to live, to love, to learn, and to leave a legacy. But in all of these, living a legacy may be the most important, because your legacy defines what you have built for the next generation. This underscores the purpose of estate planning. At FBN Trustees, we have demonstrated expertise in generational wealth transfer and have constantly created innovative solutions to meet the peculiar needs of our clients. Through the years, we have deepened our roots and explored new territories for opportunities to serve our clients better. Let us help you make your success the foundation for future generations to build on tomorrow. Call us now on 0805-400-0299 or visit www.fbnquest.com/legacy series to find out more. Because at FBN Trustees, we believe that opportunity is your future. FBN Trustees is a part of the FBN Holdings Group.
You're listening to the Legacy Series if you've just tuned in, and I have a guru in the house. Yes, a financial guru indeed. She is an accomplished entrepreneur and orator. Yes, a financial consultant indeed. She's with me in the studio, and she's about to share an outside-in perspective on estate planning. That person is none other than the CEO of FBN Games, a founder of financial education platform, Money Matters with Nimi. Nimi Akinkugbe, you're welcome again.
Thank you.
Okay, I hope you're comfy.
Absolutely. You sound like my marketing manager with all those wonderful things you said.
Okay, so maybe I'm sending a check. Okay, so we'll kick off discussions with a case study that we recently received from a listener who prefers to stay anonymous. We'll refer to him as Atta, and he goes, "My late mother's passing was a rude shock to my siblings and I. We scarcely know our father, nor have we seen him in years. Mom raised my two siblings and I alone in Makurdi. We had just moved to Mom's newly completed house when we lost her to a domestic accident. What is intriguing, however, is how we have started to discover assets she owned from her friends and cooperative society members. And now, apparently, a close friend is trying to latch on these assets. We'll stop the narrative here to protect Atta's identity." So, Nimi, what take out from Atta's story, especially in the light of their present predicament? Do you think it would have helped if they might have had an estate plan?
Oh, absolutely. I think it's a perfect story as to why an estate plan is so important. This is a lady who's probably been separated from her husband. They haven't seen their father for years, so they're more or less like orphans. She was the sole primary breadwinner.
Yes.
And they don't even know where her assets are. She's been contributing money to this cooperative society. They don't know. I mean, thank goodness they found that out, and hopefully there are members who will be honest enough to tell them what they've got. But there's a friend of hers that's latching onto their inheritance. If she had just had the most basic estate planning tool, which is a will, and documented exactly what should happen to her assets, for her children, for their education, for their upkeep. And also in a will, it also states who you would like to be your children's guardian if you have minor children, to determine who they could move with and live with, who would bring them up properly. So it really, really matters. And these are sort of things that one has to avoid at all costs. When you've got children, you have assets that you do care what happens to them. You do need to put things in place properly.
Well, for listeners out there, I hope you're learning a thing or two. It's so important to have an estate plan. Okay, Nimi, I do have a question now. Imagining that Ataz's mom was a known friend, what estate planning vehicle would you have advised her to explore as one who advises others on financial planning?
Yes, we've talked about wills a little bit. Another excellent vehicle would be a living trust, which is where you're transferring assets to a trusted institution with experts who will manage the assets for you in your lifetime and thereafter. So it's a great vehicle, especially when you've got young children. In a will, if you had a lot of cash, for example, and you're willing cash to them. Imagine a 16-year-old or a 14-year-old inheriting a lot of money. It can change their lives in the negative way because it affects their ability to work hard and succeed in their own right if they're given too much money. So you find a lot of people that have windfall income like that end up not being very, very successful. In fact, the money is all gone in no time. With a trust, you can put the money in the trust and the trustee is asked to dispense of those funds in a way that is managed properly. So pay their school fees, pay their house rent, things like that, give them some allowance, make sure their education is taken care of and so on. So it's a fantastic way to have your children's education taken care of, their livelihood is taken care of, whether you're there or not. Many people set up trusts in their lifetime and it lasts for as long as they are alive, and then it kicks in where the trustee starts to process exactly the way they want it to work thereafter. It's one of the best tools, especially when you have a young family and you want to ensure that they're taken care of in the way that you're accustomed to taking care of them.
Okay, wow. And that's where FBN Trustees come in, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. Now, some people might put off the need to plan because they think that estate plan is for the rich alone. Are you of that school of thought?
I think that's such a faulty argument, and that's one of the main reasons why many people don't bother to plan. It is not for just the rich. Everybody, you've worked so hard for these assets, and then you've got loved ones, beneficiaries, who you care about. So you just don't want to leave them in the lurch. So no matter what you have, and you do plan to build assets, you can't be thinking that I'll never have anything. The minute you start having assets, put them in a vehicle to protect them for your loved ones. And this is why these estate planning tools are not things that you just start out and forget about. Every year you come back to your plan, review it every couple of years to ensure that it still works. You have a new baby. You want to ensure that if you had a will, you don't disinherit your child by forgetting to update your will. Or you have new assets that you've acquired. Nobody knows about them. You need to keep going back as you create more wealth, ensure that it's put in the trust or put in the will, in whatever vehicle you choose, to ensure that your family is taken care of.
In case you just tuned in, it's still the Legacy Series, and I'm in the house with an entrepreneur, an orator, a financial consultant, Nimi Akinkugbe. Yes, she's here to answer some of your questions bothering on estate planning and why she thinks that it is a fantastic vehicle to transfer wealth and, of course, secure the future of your loved ones. Now, we'll take some questions and comments from our feedback channel. And Sam wrote from Maiduguri saying, I listened to the Legacy Series online and was impressed. Kudos to Mofoluke and Sonny and the team. Can I plan with my cooperative benefits? Nimi?
Absolutely. I mean, cooperatives are for saving and investing. So it's important that part of those funds are set aside for the future, for your family, for your legacy. So definitely you can use part of that. As you build your estate plan, these are some of the assets that go in. And it shouldn't be a one-off thing. As you keep getting more money and creating wealth, put part of it towards your estate plan.
Okay, Sam, to get more on that, you can please call 0805 400 0299 and you'll find an expert at FBN Trustees to throw more light to that. At Lucky Chap, Lagos asked, I am a bachelor. Who will benefit from my estate plan if I had one? Nimi.
As a bachelor, you've got parents, you've got siblings, you've got loved ones, you've got some causes that you believe in, that you want to support through your church or your old school, whatever else it is. So it's important to have an estate plan even as a bachelor. But remember, when you get married, that's a major mistake people make. They forget, and maybe they've left their entire estate to their parent. I know of a story like that, where the person got married, had a wife and 3 kids, had a great job, and had left everything to his father, who had 3 wives and 12 children. He forgot to update his plan. So it's not just about writing a will or having a trust. You've got to ensure that the beneficiaries are indeed those that you would like to benefit from your estate.
And that's why it's so important to please be an ardent listener of the Legacy Series. We open your eyes and, show you things that you may be taking for granted about planning your future. FBN Trustees truly cares about your future. Now, thanks for sending in your comments and your questions. As usual, the estate planning experts from FBN Trustees will reach out to you in the course of the week. Please do feel free to complete an inquiry form on our webpage at www.fbnquest/legacy series. And an expert will get in touch with you. Also, read our blog posts covering past topics discussed on the Legacy Series and listen to past episodes of the show on our YouTube page, FBN Quests. Now, before we go, Nimi, from your experience as a financial advisor, please leave our listeners with a parting thought.
Now, that fear of addressing your own mortality, don't be afraid. What you're doing is giving peace of mind, not just for yourself, but for your family. But one major message I'd like to give to listeners is procrastination. That is the biggest mistake you can make regarding your estate plan, as you ignore or avoid the subject altogether. Just do it. Your next birthday or before Christmas, this year. Just put something in place for your loved ones. It's just so important that you do that. So if you don't already have an estate plan, then it's time to put one in place. And if you already have one, be sure that it's updated and that it meets your estate planning needs today.
So if you don't have an estate plan, run to FBN Trustees today. Thank you so much, Nimi, for sharing your perspective with our listeners. It has been truly insightful. Thank you.
And thank you for inviting me.
You're welcome. So should we expect you anytime soon?
Oh, yes, I would love to be back. There's so much to share.
Thank you very much. We'll expect you soon then.
Thank you.
Remember to send your questions out via Twitter at FBN Quest, Facebook or LinkedIn page FBN Quest, or via email fbnt@fbnquest.com. You may call, text, or send a WhatsApp message to 0805 400 0299 to speak to an expert at FBN Trustees. Now we'll leave you with a quote from Jeffrey Fisher that says, "Good plans shape good decisions. That's why good planning helps to make elusive dreams come true." Do take that wise step and get expert help with developing your estate plan today. Tune in next time for deep insights on estate planning, because FBN Trustees is interested in securing your tomorrow today. I'm Sonny Alkali saying, take it easy.
The Legacy Series, brought to you by FBN Trustees.
According to the renowned writer Stephen Covey, there are certain things fundamental to human fulfillment: to live, to love, to learn, and to leave a legacy. But in all of these, living a legacy may be the most important, because your legacy defines what you have built for the next generation. This underscores the purpose of estate planning. At FBN Trustees, we have demonstrated expertise in generational wealth transfer and have constantly created innovative solutions to meet the peculiar needs of our clients. Through the years, we have deepened our roots and explored new territories for opportunities to serve our clients better. Let us help you make your success the foundation for future generations to build on tomorrow. Call us now on 0805 400 0299 or visit www.fbnquest.com/legacy series to find out more. Because at FBN Trustees, we believe that opportunity is your future. FBN Trustees is a part of the FBN Holdings Group.